See, African American with the Elton belly and glasses and wearing a black and white American flag shirt. And so, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard the Chance, DJ Dave, Polita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitty Bat 4, Blue White Boxes, Robo Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery. But see, I get that proves that, see, Elton Anderson and his Ghetto Right to Survive Perlita with you and Bernard are like copycats, and that's why we can't do anything cool anymore, because you move in the Ghetto Right to Survive and they don't know what they're talking about, and other people, Bernard and Harry and Joe, instead of educating them, so they copycat. And then we got Elton trying to be Greg Faust, and then the Oyster Cracker Man trying to be Greg Faust, Dave trying to be Greg Faust, Bernard trying to be, it's your ghetto movement, Perlita, and your massive lies. And the more and more you guys keep doing that, now you have an explanation for me and Brian as to why things don't work, because you moved in Ghetto Right to Survive across the nation, Perlita, because you thought you guys were providing freedom to the women and children of the earth, but really you're not. You just, keep spreading an ideal that I can't stand. And you guys stole our stuff to put in your supposed freedom, Red Randy, but it's not. And that's why you guys like clone and replicate, like look the same, because you guys didn't want to follow rules. So see, people like Greg Faust and Mel Kobe and Colin Powell and Ron Miller and Jay Beswick and those people that you guys screwed over, Paul Puler, Joe, Harry, Bernard, get to prove something. And the Colin Powell and the Joint Chiefs of Staff about the groups of you, and you move in your Ghetto Right to Survive movements, or the country and western hillbilly movements and all that stuff, and you guys don't want to follow rules. See, NATO had to pull out their stuff because Joe and them wanted to be dipshits and then make up stories because they were racist. So you have your explanation, Bernard, Harry, and Joe. Yet again, on what happens when you create a fake eye with the carny and do the magic show and ruin people's brains and pull stuff out of their heads and do all that stupid shit. You're not the bit in all that stuff that you've done for your massive performance, Dave. So like I said, Bernard, they'll build you up your round table that you can't afford, that you're 19 already trillion in debt, so fag dumb you can't understand something, that the group of you didn't want to follow rules anyway, and you pretty much killed off or stole from all those families that knew how to do the cool stuff to move in Ghetto Right to Survive. And wave that flag, Red Randy, because what you guys did was not providing freedom to the women and children. All some of you wanted to do is stick your dick inside of them and make them sick. And then the cowboy man of Colorado decided, let's gather all the Tom's girlfriends and then we can make up a story, so then he can place those up as an example, so he can go sit there and marry and fuck the supposed perfect white chick named Heather that he had to make. Or this is your dichotomy, Bernard, Harry, and Joe, that I'm getting fucking sick of, with you and your made up Jehovah's Witness theory story, Perlita and Bernard, over and over and over and over again. Because Bernard and Joe, you are the carnies that didn't want to follow the real way and defied all the ones that wanted to do the cool stuff. So you ruined my dad's stuff and stole from me, Joe, Harry. You stole from Jewish Colonel Mel Kobe and Colin Powell. Joe, and he made up story so I couldn't be friends with the Hollywood celebrities or NBC, but then he props up in his special 3 white boy children, and then the Oyster Cracker Man and Karen. This is your story, Karen, when you guys take over the ghetto with Perlita and other people's businesses. See, she's pretty. She's pretty chick. That's what really needs to rule the world, see. Because they really did probably have it going until, Cowboy Hillbilly came through and started telling everybody what to do. So, Karen, they let you take over the Hiltons and Bowmans and Kennedy stuff and let Dave kill him and, Plick and Ploke and Ellery run through people's houses and jacket up the dream and people's memories. So, like I said, NATO, building and the Vatican, building supposed Bernard and the BB4 story. So when they present their asses in front of everybody about how persecuted and how gay they are, because it's really what it's about, is so Mr. Roble Knight can get away with rape and be the top fag. Then they can hand him a piece of paper after I'm dead and gone to show him how big of a dipshit he is and court-martial his ass, and then he can be the leader of that.